Hi guys, this is Ana Brandt, and we are going to try something new where we're going to do a live Q&A on YouTube. We're actually going to set up a regular schedule in 2021. This past year, I acquired a satellite studio, and the purpose of the satellite studio is really for training and rental. Our satellite studio is called Belly Baby Studios, and it's a block away from my existing studio now. It's 500 square feet, which is super fun for me because my very first studio was 500 square feet as well. So the space at Belly Baby Studios is very clean, simple. I put in a changing table, a storage unit. We're hanging lights from the ceiling and brought over some of my newborn items. This past year, we did hold some training classes there. My baby academy was able to be trained in that studio twice this past year. Unfortunately, with COVID and everything going on in our lives and this pandemic that we are living under, a lot of things have changed. I believe I've had to reschedule 6 or 7 countries for hopefully next year in 2021, and there's many domestic trips that I had to move as well. I felt that it was not safe for me to travel and put my clients and my family at risk. So all of the rest of the workshops that I had scheduled this year has been postponed for 2021. The schedule has been updated. You can visit workshops.anabrandt.com for my 2021 workshop schedule. It is still being adjusted and modified, and we're still adding some locations. If you would like me to train in your area, send me an email, anna@anabrandt.com, and tell me where you want me to go. There's so many places that I haven't been to. We hope that things will calm down in 2021. I will happily get a vaccine if one is available and I consider it safe. I'm happy to do that. Fortunately, I have not been sick, nor I or anybody in my family. For those of you who either are sick now with COVID or have been affected or have lost a family member, or we've all been affected in one way or the other, my heart goes out with you. It has definitely changed who we are. It's changed how we behave. It's changed everything about how we live. 2021 is going to continue to be very different. We have to watch everything we do, everything we say, everything we touch, way more than we ever had to before. As somebody who's been in the photography world for 20 years and an educator for I think 12, 13 now, I have to change a lot of things myself. However, my commitment to educate has never been stronger. I have a long list of things that I want to do, and I get questions every single day from around the world in regards to life, photography, business, marketing. And I wish I could talk to everybody all day long, but I lead a very busy studio and I am a mother of 3. And so I only sadly have so much time on my hands. But Alex and I, Alex, my videographer, sat down and we decided that we were going to commit to providing content every single week. I hesitate to say that in the YouTube world. So if you're watching from YouTube, now's a good time to click that subscribe button because we have some big plans. We are actually creating a set in the satellite studio that will stay there to be used for recording and training. We are going to be looking for those who want to educate and train on our channel in person to find out how we can do that safely to bring in instructors. So if you are somebody who teaches, whether it's marketing, photography, maternity, whatever it is you're teaching, my channel basically focuses on photography, specializing in the early years, maternity, newborn, children, and family. So if you are somebody who has education experience and you are interested in teaching in our satellite studio in 2021, we will be providing links on my YouTube channel and on my sites that you can apply to teach. More details on that later. What we are going to also do is try to do Q&A. I'd like to say we'll do it every week. I don't know if it'll be a couple of times a month, but we're going to pre-record a lot of content. Right now it is, what is today? I don't even know. Wednesday? Tuesday? Tuesday. So we wanted to just jump on with not that much notice in our photographers Facebook group and of course on YouTube to just jump on, do some Q&A, answer some questions that a lot of people need answers on. And then we're redoing a bunch of websites in the background. My own website, anabrandt.com, is being redone. Ana Brandt Live is being redone. A lot of things are being redone. We're cleaning up our YouTube channels, playlists, creating new thumbnails. There's lots of behind the scenes work being done. But my plan is in 2021, everything is a little bit more streamlined. I feel like I said this a year ago, and I don't know what happened, but we're trying to make sure that everything's a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more easy to understand, and to be consistent with our content. Because if you've heard me speak, consistency is the key to success. And so I have to live that life as well. So I'm going to try to be consistent. In my YouTube channel, we do have 54 million views right now in YouTube. 54 million. That's a big number. And I think we're over 160,000 subscribers. I'm sure we'll break 200,000. I don't really pay attention to my YouTube stats, to be honest with you. I've always just kind of said, oh, I need to put out more content. I'm not one of those people who checks my stats. Every once in a while when I'm teaching, that's actually when I go and check my stats. I'm like, oh yeah, what are my subscribers and things like that. So I posted in my Facebook group to submit a form if you have a question for Q&A. And if you didn't do it and you still want to submit a question and you're in our photographers group on Facebook, then post a question and I'll do it on the next Q&A. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will put a link that you can send a question and maybe we'll read your question out loud. The good news is your name is not there, so I'm just answering a question from anybody. During this live stream, if you have a question, feel free to post it and I'll see if I can answer it. We do have a client doing an in-person ordering session as we speak, and it is a very, very busy time of the year. So I cannot stay on that long, but I am going to try to answer some of the top questions. Before I get to the Q&A, I just want to explain some changes that are going on that can be confusing. I have a membership site. If you go to members.anabrandt.com, it is a membership site. I've had a membership site for I think about 15 years. Some of you are lifetime members and have been for like 15 years. I think I'm gonna need my water. Estella, can I have some water? I just felt my tickle. I get a tickle when I speak. Are we? Well, I only have like 7 or 8 questions. Okay. Oh. Besides the ones I had?
No, you gave me 11.
Oh, I did? Okay. We have to speed it up, Alex says. Okay. No, I have to finish my thought. So my membership site, members.anabrandt.com, I've had for over 15 years. Oh, I need a straw. And it has private discussion area. We have live workshops, downloads. I just posted 5 new wrapping videos. We created 3 new wrapping videos today. You get a discount to our store, bellybabywear.com. Members get a 20% discount. And several times a year, I'll give them 30 or 35% discount. So it's a true membership site, just like any other membership site out there. We have lifetime and annual membership. If you're a lifetime member, you never pay another membership fee again, ever. And if you're annual, it renews. And I have a lot of wonderful, amazing lifetime members that have stuck with me through all the crazy. Then I have an online school called bellybabyschool.com. I have over 50 courses and everything from marketing to photographing newborns to maternity, thank you, and all sorts of things. That school, you can buy courses one by one or you can buy bundles. We had an annual premium membership for that school where you could purchase an annual membership and get all the existing courses and anything new I created over the year. And I created, I think, like 25 courses this year. That membership is going away because it's just so confusing. Every day people are like, I don't know what I'm a member of. And so I decided the premium membership that gives you every course in the school and anything I create within the year of your membership. The last chance to purchase that will be December 20th. After that, the school will still be there. It's not going anywhere. Just the ability to purchase the annual membership will not be there. You can buy bundles, you can buy individual courses, you can buy the whole store. Just the membership. That way in 2021, When I say, are you a member, we'll only be talking about one membership. So hopefully if you received my email about it, if you're on my mailing list or you're in my Facebook group and you're completely confused, hopefully that sums it up. If not, send me an email. Okay, so we're gonna go to Q&A. Did you put the questions up there, Alex?
I put some of them, yes.
What you doing there? So are you gonna tell me the question? Because I don't know what they are. Okay, so Alex is gonna read me a question.
How many years did it take to become full-time?
How many years did it take to become full-time is the question. How many years did it take to become full-time? Okay. When people ask that question, there could be so many different reasons you're asking it. You could be asking it from a monetary standpoint, like how long did you think you could do it before you could sustain it full time, or from a talent perspective. So I'm going to answer it.
3 words.
I don't have 2 words, Alex, because I'm trying to think, when did I go full time? And I think when I delivered Ava. And I had been in, so Ava was born in 2005. See, I quit my day job in 1999. I was a web designer and I quit. So when I started as a pro, and I'm going to do a whole podcast on amateur versus pro, but when I said I'm going to be a professional photographer, I said that pretty much a couple days after I quit my day job. I wasn't working full time, I just made that commitment. Well, then I was pregnant with my son, then I delivered him, then I worked out of my apartment. We had a condo in Huntington Beach. Then I got a studio when I was pregnant with Olivia because I felt like I needed space, but I was only part-time because I had 0 and 2. My kids are all 2 years apart. So I couldn't go full-time because my husband at the time traveled all the time. And so then when I was pregnant with Ava, now they're 0, 2, and 4. I can't be full-time because I don't have any help. And my husband's traveling. So it was just like grab a child, go to the studio, do a shoot, go for a nap, blah, blah, blah. Finally, I moved from a 500 square foot studio to a 2,500 square foot studio when I had Ava, which was 2005, and I had been pro for 6 years. And I brought Ava to work with me every day, and I hired a staff and hired a nanny, but I brought Ava to work every day. So I would say for me, 6 years, but not because of financial, because I was having babies. Basically. So that's the answer to that question. Okay, next question.
This is a long one. How do you convince your customers to buy prints and wall art instead of digitals and print rights, even after you give them the original spiel about them never printing anything and the USB just sitting in the drawer? Also, do you give your customers all the images, all their image is sized for web use only? I got a lot of flack for charging 2 sets of fees. One of the sessions to keep my lights, one for the sessions to keep my lights on, as you say, and the others for prints.
Can they hear you saying that question? Yes? Okay, so that's a long one. Okay, oh, that's fun. Okay, wow. Well, I can't really say that I can convince people. If you come to my studio, I have wall art on the wall. I have frames, I have books. I think for me, it's a little bit different because I started film. And when I started, we only had film and paper proofs. And so clients had to do IPS. It wasn't even called IPS at the time. It was just all we could do. It's not like you were gonna mail people proofs and say pick. You would sit down with the client and they would go through them. I would go to their house, they'd come to my house. That was all we knew. All we knew when I started was print. There wasn't a digital option. When I went from print to digital, I had a lot of longtime clients. I mean, by that time, gosh, I'd already been in the business 6, 7, 8 years. And I had a lot of clients where my work was on their walls. They had canvases, they had books, they had jewelry, and they loved it. So it was just a natural progression. I've designed a lot of walls for a lot of homes. And so I think my longtime clients are like, Anna, don't forget, I want to add to the wall. I love when my clients say that. They have to remind me, don't forget, I want to add to the wall, and I want a book, and I want canvases, and I want prints. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. But then I have a lot of brand new clients who have never met me before that come in and they only want digital. Now, keep in mind with my digital packages, I don't just send them images in the air and move on. I believe in product. So all of our digital packages, they get mini books, they get a custom USB with a cover, they get an image box, they get printed prints. So every single digital package I have for a regular session, there's a physical, tangible product that my clients get, because that's just how I choose to run my business. I don't feel that it's my job to convince people to do something. I'm not that pushy salesperson. That's why I'll never be the photographer that shows my sales invoices that some photographers do, or show you the check with the client's name wiped out of the $10,000 they just spent. That'll never be me. I never really liked sharing what my clients spent. I've had clients spend $100 and I've had clients spend $10,000. I remember I had a sale years ago after I had Ava, and it was $16,000. And I was so terrified of the sale that I didn't even want to look at the money until she had all of her canvases in her hand, because I was afraid she was going to change her mind or cancel. And I remember when I told her total, she was like, that's it. And that client wound up to spending well over $200,000 with me over 8 to 10 years. And each time I was always amazed, and I decorated her entire home and playrooms and books, and she has 4 kids. And it was just so amazing to me. Would I expect that from anyone else? No. I don't feel that that's my job. My job is I'm the photographer. So I'm here to create work, and I would love for you to print it. I would love for you to hang it on the wall. I do that in my home. If you were to go into my home, you will see canvases on the wall of my children. You will see artwork that we've collected from around the world. I practice what I preach. So I think with photographers, you want to build the business that you practice. Too many times I mentor photographers and talk to photographers who say, oh, I want them to buy this, this, and this. And I'll say, do you have an updated photo on your wall of your last family portrait? And they'll be like, oh, no, but I'm working on it. Are your studio walls updated? They're like, no, I'm working on it. You have to live the life you're selling. And so I think that as far as charging a session fee versus digitals, look, it's your cost of doing business. You have to decide how much money you need to keep the lights on, or you're going to be on the street corner with your camera. And your job as a professional is to create your cost of doing business and to understand how much it costs you to get out of bed every day, put on your clothes, leave your children, and pick up your camera, and then equate that to actual dollars that hopefully bring profitability. If you sell yourself short and charge the bare minimum, and then you're crying at night because you can't pay groceries, that's a problem. That's a problem that has to be changed. You know, when I became a professional, I never once said, I need to make $100,000. Those words never came out of my mouth. I never said, oh, I need 50 million views on YouTube. Those words never came out of my mouth. I never thought I'd even leave the country. I mean, I had been to Mexico, that's it, for my honeymoon. I had never left the country before my honeymoon at 29 years of age. So I didn't have any of those on my list. Sorry, with the microphone, my necklace was itching. Alex is like, don't touch your body. I said I'm gonna be a professional photographer, bar none, that's it. My dad's an accountant. I went to school for accounting. I know what cost of doing business is. I know how to do my own taxes. And I know that if I can't afford to pay my rent, that's a problem. So you can't worry about what anyone else is saying. If someone is telling you, I don't want to pay that, okay, thank you very much. I'm sure there's another photographer that you can go to that you can afford. It's just that simple. I'm not the photographer for everybody. Not everybody can afford me, and I'm not that expensive either. Some people may say I'm very expensive, and some people will say I'm not expensive. But you know, people are going to choose you and pay for your services, hopefully based on your talent and ability. And you've got to focus on your profitability and the ability for longevity to stay in business. I don't even know if I answered that question, hopefully.
Let's take a couple from the stream.
Oh,
just
okay.
'cause we probably have time for like one.
Okay.
it's almost 4.
What time is it?
It's 3:57.
Because
right
we're
now.
late.
Yeah.
It's okay. We can go to 4:15.
Okay.
Is Ava here?
I think she is, yes.
Can I borrow her real quick?
Yeah.
My girls have private. We're supposed to start this at 3 o'clock today, and we're late. And we were filming wrapping videos early, and we didn't even finish filming that. So if you were to look at my studio, I have sets all over my room that still have to be filmed for our wrapping videos. And my daughter does private ballet here. We bring in a private ballet trainer, and her ballet class, I think, is at 4. So we're gonna just see. Hi, honey, how was your day? It was? Good. You're not dressed for ballet.
Because you're in here.
Oh.
So I just figured, you know.
I said she wasn't dressed for ballet. She's like, because you're in here, Mom. Oh, we're live on YouTube, honey.
Hey.
Hey.
Merry Christmas.
So random. Do you want to see Ava? Oh, come here. You're wearing a shirt. She's what? Eating? My point of bringing you in our live stream, this is real life, you guys. This is live Q&A. This is real life. Hi, Mama.
Hi.
Did you have a good day? What I wanted you to do was text Jasmine. Is she here?
No.
Is your lesson at 4?
I think so, but she's not here yet. Normally she's early.
She's usually, is that her? Will you just tell her, text her, is that her? Saying we're running 15 minutes behind?
Yeah.
Can I have 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Then I can answer the questions?
Yeah.
Just make sure she doesn't need to be anywhere.
Yeah.
Today was your last day in person
Yeah.
until New Year's?
Mhm.
So you're in your pajamas until New Year's?
Mhm.
Cool. So we're doing live Q&A on YouTube. You have a channel. What's your channel name?
All things Ava.
All Things Ava. You have a microphone. It's right there. She's 15. When did you start your channel? Do you remember? 11, 8, 9?
But all those videos aren't on there anymore.
Oh, you took them out. But do you remember how old you were when you started your channel?
Like 10.
You were 10. So for those of you who don't have a YouTube channel, Ava started hers at 10. You have a website too. What's your website? AvaBrandt.com?
Mhm.
Ava Brandt. So I bought the kids' domains when I was pregnant with them. And you now know how to update your website because I taught you. Yeah. So, no excuses. Right, Ava?
Yeah.
I like your t-shirt.
Thank you.
Is that from your Black Friday shopping?
No, I got it 2 years ago.
Oh, I like
Still
it.
fits.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay, your food's on your desk.
My lunch. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna do this Q&A super quick. Let me know if Jasmine can, because we also have to finish filming this mess that you see, but I can film that. Estella, I can film this in like 2 to 3 minutes. Super fast. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were gonna be so off today. Okay, Alex, what's the question that's on the screen?
So there's a couple quick ones. Can I send you some props for my shop? Prop shop.
Prop shop? Prop shop? Is that what it's called?
CHP prop shop.
CHP Prop Shop. I'm super picky. So if you want to send me something, do me a favor and email me, Anna@anabrandt.com, 1N, and tell me what you want to send me. Because I hate when people send me things and I don't want to use them. That breaks my heart. So send me pictures. Don't DM me. There's too many DMs. I can't get to all of them. Just email me, Anna@anabrandt.com, and send me pictures. And if I like it, sure, I'll use it. But then my disclaimer is you just have to, when you see me post it, just say, Anna, that's my hat, and tag your shop, because I work with so many vendors, and sometimes I'm so busy, I'm just posting a picture and then I forget to tag the vendor and then I feel bad. So I tell vendors, if I'm using your stuff, you can grab my images, I don't care. You can tag yourself, do a shout out to yourself, whatever. I'm here to help you, I just forget all the time. Okay, other question?
Where do you get the personalized USB and book boxes?
So I do not post my vendors' sources online. They're professional sources. So you can become a member of my membership site, members.annabrandt.com. And all my information is in there. Everybody I use, everything I do, my pricing guide, my product guide, it's all in there. Okay, so back to the other questions.
What is on the top of your bucket list, and which country would you love to visit that you have not yet done so?
Oh, my bucket list is so full. I need a second bucket. I can't reveal my bucket list. It's probably a book, my bucket list. But favorite country or country I want to visit? I want to go to Africa. We haven't been to Africa. We tried to go twice. I was invited to speak in Africa by an organization. I can't remember the name. My apologies. South Africa. I can't remember the name of the organization that invited me. It was a few years ago, and then we couldn't make it happen. And then I was invited by some photographers that I've mentored out there, and we haven't been able to make it happen because it's such a huge journey and expensive, and I'd have to bring my whole village with me, including my children. So I would love to bring my 3 children, and of course Alex has to go. So that's 5 of us. That's expensive to get 5 people to South Africa. So I would like to go there. Other places is Greece. I've been trying to go to Greece for 2 years now. I was going to go to Greece after Turkey and Israel last year, and then that didn't work out. So for 2 or 3 years, I've been trying to get to Greece. So Greece is top of the list. And Turks and Caicos is top of the list because I want to see if it's what it looks like on Pinterest. Those are my big ones, I think. And bucket lists, I have a lot. I have a lot. There's so many. Every day I add something to my list. I just want to do as much as I can. Next question.
This is a long one as well. How do you send galleries before editing for clients to choose images, and what do you say in the email? How much do you sell each digital file, and with limited print release or unlimited for the mini sessions or small sessions or the general sessions? And the third question, in all minis and small sessions, do you deliver digitals with watermark or do you sell them without watermark?
Can't see. You want to show me? That's a question. That's a big question. Okay, hold on. Yeah. So I can't read that without my glasses.
I'll read the first part again. How
Okay.
do you sell? How do you send galleries before editing for clients to choose and images, and what do you say in the email?
Okay, so I use Shootproof. We still do in-person ordering. I have a client here as we speak, but we do use Shootproof to send galleries to clients, and we do soft proofing, which means they're not edited. Sorry, I'm touching my upper region, Alex. I'll sanitize when I leave the chair.
Just stay away from me.
So we use Shootproof, and we do soft proofing, which means the pictures are just cropped, not edited. And the clients choose from there. When a client receives their digitals, they're not watermarked. That's just rude to me because they're buying high-res images. They're high-res files. They can do whatever they want with them. We do include a personal print release, not commercial, but personal, so that they can print them and go crazy. Did the camera stop?
Yeah, it's because we take more than 30 minutes without.
Oh no, our camera stopped. Hold on. Okay, so did I answer everything? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Should be back. Yeah, it'll just take a second to update, but they're
Annie, they're going to Greece for Christmas next year. Let's go. I don't have my glasses on, or contacts, so I can't read the screen that well. When I thought the power went out. Okay, did I answer everything there?
yeah, I think so.
Oh, Nigeria. Yeah, I could go to Nigeria. I mean, I'd love to go anywhere, but right now, no borders want Americans. So I mean, I gotta wait till the borders open. And I only have so many years of teaching and shooting left. I mean, I assume I'll be doing this for a while, maybe another 10 years. Try to get to all the, I've already been to all the continents, to try to get to all the countries. Okay, what are we doing?
Next part of the question was, how much do you sell each digital file, and with limited print release or unlimited for the different type of sessions?
Okay, so my pricing, I mean, you could just go to anabrandt.com and my pricing is there. I have nothing to hide, so go take a look at it. And then, as I said, it's personal print release, not commercial. That's all. Okay, next question.
Do you want the last part of this? 'Cause this had 3.
Okay, what's the last part?
Okay, last part is, in all minis and small sessions, do you deliver digitals with watermark, or do you sell them with
I do
without?
not ever deliver digitals with watermark. I just, no. My client's paying good money for these digitals. I'm not going to watermark them, no. And was that last part?
No.
Okay. So next question. These are good questions. I don't know why I'm nervous. I feel nervous. I don't know why. I'll get better at this Q&A thing. If we do it like a couple times a month.
Where is your favorite outdoor location to shoot?
My favorite outdoor location to shoot changes because I love the tree farm when the light is amazing. I don't love the tree farm when the light is not amazing. When the light is amazing, the tree farm is like the happiest place on earth to me. Right now, I'm in love with the Mission in San Juan Capistrano. We did a bunch of beautiful sessions there, so I'm super in love with that. I have a love-hate relationship with the beach. I love it in the summer, in July, August, and September, when it goes to like 9 o'clock at night and it's warm and the weather is beautiful. That's when I like the beach. Right now, no, it's freezing and it's cold and it's miserable. So I have a love-hate relationship with the beach. There's some of my favorite photos, but boy, it's so much work. Yeah, I think that covers it. Next question.
I
Oh.
almost had it, but I realized that actually I do put
Estella, Gabby called me. Will you tell Gina to tell Gabby that I'm live? I don't know what she needs. Okay. We're waiting.
What is the best way to attract clients? I know you've said marketing, but can you be more specific? I've been doing photography since 2017, and I still only have about 2 clients a month.
Okay, I'm writing a new course as we speak called Conscious Marketing. Conscious, is that how I say it? Conscious. If I could say the word, conscience. Oh my God, the more I say it, the more I can't say it. Maybe I'll change the title. I already told my designer it was Conscious Marketing. I think Conscious Marketing. I might change the word. My designer is working on the graphics. But I wrote a new marketing course in my car the other day, and I had to get to the computer and write it out as fast as I could spill out of my brain. Most of the time I'll drive in quiet if no kids are in the car, and that's when the minute I'm in quiet stillness, the ideas just flood in my brain. And I wrote out all the topics. I wonder if I have the topics on my phone. I don't know when I'm gonna release this course. I wanted to do it before Christmas, but, oh yeah, I'll tell you what it was. If I can, I want to release it in its entirety. So if I can get it done before Christmas, I will. But these are the topics that came out of my brain. How to market effectively when the world is in a pandemic. Social awareness and how it affects your marketing. Why you should not market where you live. How to plan for growth. Social platforms, how to grow and what's required. What your website is telling your customers, to blog or not to blog. A social sharing checklist. Personal and business goals, why your client base may not survive this pandemic, and how to constantly move forward and not backward, and on and on and on. And this I had sent to my designer this morning because I was up at 5, I was up very early, and I gave it a work, and I couldn't write it fast enough because it just kept, because marketing, if you've heard me say anything about marketing, it's every breath that you breathe, because marketing is about who you are. It's not about how good you are. So whether you have 2 clients or 100 clients, marketing has to come from deep down inside your bones because you're doing what you love to do. And when you're doing what you love to do, or you're creating a business for yourself, and I'll probably end with this question. Are there more questions after that? We got them all? Okay, so I'll probably end with this because I'm going to start to get really passionate. I can feel it. Because people ask me every day, Anna, how do you market? Anna, you're always busy. How do you do this? How do you do that? If you spend any amount of time with me, half of this stuff just spills out of my brain. My poor staff, every day they come in, they look at me like, is she gonna vomit anything new? Because I spend an unusual amount of quiet time alone, allowing my brain to just come up with ideas and things. And if I look back at my 20-year career, probably 95% of it was not planned, just came to me, and it's like a thief in the night. Anna, do this, and I do it. I hear the voice, do this, speak this, teach this, go here, and I do it. And many times we're just not listening to the voices that come in the quiet, because we don't have any quiet. Whether you sit in the bathroom an extra 10 minutes, you need quiet to sit and think about the direction you're going in. The reason why people struggle with marketing is they're not looking at it from the way that I look at it. It's every breath that I breathe. Does that mean I work 24/7? No. But that means that the career that I chose to do is one that I'm going to do as long as I can do it. And so it's very easy for me to market because I truly love what I do, even on the hardest days. If somebody told me, Anna, you can't do this anymore, you can never photograph again, I would be devastated. Someone asked me recently, would I rather teach or do photography? I'm like, always photography first. I'm a photographer. Teaching is my way of giving back and passing on my knowledge, because a new generation will come after me. That's what teaching is. I was raised by teachers. I was surrounded by teachers. All the females in my family are teachers. And so I was raised in an environment of teaching. I really didn't know how not to teach. I started teaching way before I was in photography. I used to teach hand coloring to seniors in a senior center when I was 21 years of age. I've taught so many different things. And so if you say, Anna, I only have 2 clients, I want you to take a look at what you're putting out in the universe. Are you creating when there is no work? Are you making things, painting, whatever your craft is, whatever you like to do? Are you taking your camera and going out and shooting things when no one's paying you? Because that's what I've been doing since I was 19 years old. I have done my 10 years of being an amateur, no one was paying me. I loved photography. I picked up my camera, I went anywhere. My first competitions were of beach images, not of people. My first paintings I sold were hand-colored flowers. I love what I do. There's not enough hours in the day to do everything that I want to do. And I know that my son feels the same way, as he's building a studio and he's trying to build a podcast room and he's audio, and I see it in his brain. There's so many things he wants to do, and he's only 20. And when people talk to him, they're like, oh, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I do video and I travel. And they're like, he was telling me last night at dinner, someone said, oh, do you do food video? And he's like, I can. Why? Because he loves storytelling. That's his art, is telling a story. He doesn't care if it's telling a story about a dog or food or a boat or a car. For me, my passion is maternity and newborn, but I photograph children and family as well. But back in the day, I photographed child models. I photographed, oh my gosh, product photography. I've done headshots. I've done weddings that I'm not a fan of. Marketing should spill out of your body. It should wake you up at night. It should give you endless ideas, because you're living the life that you want to live, and it will come to you. People are drawn to creativity. So the more you create, it'll be like moths to a flame. The minute you stop creating, that's where marketing suffers. Is you start going on social media and looking at what everyone else is doing, and you're not doing something. And you look at your bank account and realize your bank account's a little low. And then you get sad that you haven't picked up your camera in a week. Or you could pick up your camera and master the art of the self-portrait. I have some of my photographer friends, I see them do it all the time. And people will be like, oh my gosh, you look amazing. And they'll be like, yeah, I got up at 10 o'clock at night, I put on hair and makeup and sexy lingerie, and I did self-portrait in my bedroom. And then the next thing you know, they're booking boudoir. because they turn the camera on themselves, because they're creating. And so the idea behind marketing is you're selling you. Why are you here on this earth? And what are you here to do or to sell? Marketing should just flow out like a river out of your mouth. The reason why a lot of people are struggling right now is they don't have their ideal client. And if their ideal client isn't making it through the pandemic, their business isn't going to make it through the pandemic. So there's a lot going on. There's also a lot of people aren't pivoting. You hear that word a lot. They don't have second or third streams of income. You hear that a lot right now. So I'm trying to get this marketing course literally brain dumping it out of my brain. I can't write it fast enough. When it's ready, I'll release it. But my biggest advice with marketing is you need to just sit in a quiet room. Soda, water, wine, whatever it is, just sit down with a drink and a notebook and a pen and have some moments of quiet and ask yourself, what is it that you want to do? Is it that you want to make a certain amount of money? You want to bring in a certain amount of clients? You want to photograph something specific? You want to be able to pay your rent? You want to move out of your mother's house? What is it? Be very specific and make sure that your requests to yourself are not ego driven, because the ego gets in the way. Your request should be very genuine. I want to make money. Okay, how can I make money? Let's look at all the ways you can make money. And if you're broke, then what is that grocery delivery thing that Olivia was doing? Postmates. Become a Postmates driver on your way to a shoot and make money while you're doing it. I was talking to a Uber driver the other day because my son had my car. She had her son in her car and she said, is it okay that my child's in my car? She was worried when I got in the car that I saw there was a child in the car. I was like, look, I'm a working mom too. You could have 5 kids in the car. I don't care. I just need a ride home. And she's Postmates driver. She's an Uber driver. She was doing Uber Eats. And I think she was even dabbling on Instacart on the weekend. And she said that her thing right now is just to provide for her child. She is hustling. You want to talk about marketing? You got to get the art of the hustle, and you got to get out there and you got to make money to put food on your table, but then find your craft and your passion and just do it with every ounce of your being. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up. Is there any questions online you want me to answer real quick?
Yeah, maybe just do rapid ones.
Okay.
In 3 words or less, what is your best advice for a newer photographer?
3 words or less, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. You're gonna have good days and really, really, really bad days. Don't give up.
Are you editing your own images or you got someone else doing the editing?
So yes and yes. I edit my own images and I have someone helping me.
How many shoots do you average per week? How many would you like to average per week
I don't know,
in the ideal
Gina.
world?
How many shoots do I do a week? Is this Christmas or not Christmas? Because I did 210. Are those duplicate? Yes, yes, yes. Incorrect font. Client's Christmas cards. Client's Christmas cards. What was the question? Shoot. Sorry.
Number
Customers.
of ideal sessions. per
Oh,
week.
I
How many do you
mean,
do?
I like to work. I'm here to work. I'm not give me a shoot a month. I'm here to work. So I set work days, so I normally when it's not a busy time, I'm here Tuesday through Friday and I have Sunday and Monday off and I do a couple of Saturdays a month. When I was traveling, I was like half the weekend, half the month I was traveling, the other half I was here. I like 4-day work weeks. I'm a big believer in it. And I like to shoot. So I wouldn't say like how many is my ideal number because I'll shoot as much as clients want me. I'll shoot every day, all day a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week straight if I have to. I believe in time off. So now my schedule is finally slowed down, but I've been shooting every weekend for the past 2 months because we were shut down for the pandemic for 2 months. So the minute we could start shooting, I had to come back and do it slowly. And then once the fall hit, I just was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot 7 days a week until I get caught up. Now that we're 10 days, 11 days away from Christmas, I don't even know what today is, I'm slowing down, which is nice because then I can be home, although I'll probably be at the studio very late tonight. Because I like to have my weekends with the family. Create a schedule that's good for you. As far as number of sessions, I mean, honestly, I've done 210 in the past 6 weeks. So this is a little extreme right now, But usually Tuesday through Friday, I take 1 to 2 newborns a day, and then I do maternity and children and family. So I think on average, I probably do 10 to 12 shoots a week on a slow week, maybe.
A couple of them might take a little longer. So what's a good computer to edit on? I'd say maybe ask in the group.
Yeah, what's a
group,
good computer to edit on? I'm
You'll
Mac.
get a lot of recommendations in the group, I'm sure.
I'm Mac. I use a PowerBook. I edit on my laptop. I love it. Yeah, it's really your budget. Every 2 years I get the new Mac and I load it up and I use it till it dies.
There's someone asking about if you can include some info on whether to create an LLC or an incorporation.
Oh, I have to save these questions
so
for another day.
Maybe, where can they submit questions for next time?
So are you a member? Can you put our Facebook group up there?
I could, but it'll probably take too long right now.
Oh, cross. Someone type in the Facebook group. Annie, is Annie watching? Annie, type a link to the Facebook group because that's where you'll find me and 30,000 other photographers. So post a question there, and if I'm not available, I'm pretty sure the other 29,999 photographers will answer the question. 29,999 photographers. So yeah, find us in our photographers Facebook group. As I said before, I have a membership site, members.anabrandt.com. You could go to workshops.anabrandt.com. I do private mentoring, Skype mentoring all over the world. It's been a little busy, so I haven't been able to do mentoring, but I'm getting back to my mentoring students. So I do one-to-one mentoring, I do in-person mentoring, all sorts of things to help you out.
Okay, and last one, very quick.
Last question.
What would you say defines a photographer as a pro?
That they're going pro. So what defines a photographer as a pro? What is the definition of a professional photographer? You're getting paid. That's it. Pro, getting paid. Amateur, maybe not getting paid, but could be getting paid. To me, if you say you're going to be a professional photographer, that means you've done all the legal requirements in your state or country to run a business. If I'm going to be a professional plumber, I need to go and get certified and do whatever plumbers need to do to be a legal plumber. If you are going to be a professional photographer, you do whatever the legal requirements are to be a professional photographer, and you're a pro. That's it. Does that mean you're good? I have no idea. Was I good when I started? Pretty sure I wasn't. Am I still good now? Sometimes I'm really not. It's not about how good you are. People want to define pro and marketing as how good you are. It has nothing to do with that. It's a choice you're making and a decision. You make the choice and you go do it, and then understand that you're going to spend the rest of your life perfecting your craft. Okay, we have to go. I appreciate the Q&A. Check out our photographers Facebook groups. Hopefully someone put a link in there. It's a free group to join. Anyone can join it. I know I have clients in that group. Post your question. If you want more personal one-to-one, you can check out my coaching programs at workshops.anabrandt.com. If you want to find out about all my sources and my vendors and all the good juicy stuff, probably want to look into the membership, members.anabrandt.com. You can use code SAVEME and save 50% off of any membership. If you want to take a course, I have courses on how to sell, how to market, how to edit, how to wrap a baby, how to do backlighting. I have over 50 courses at bellybabyschool.com. Use code LEARNMORE to save 50% off of that. My name is Ana Brandt. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me today. Look for a schedule that'll be coming up very soon for 2021. We are building a production schedule in which we will feature other artists who will teach. We'll feature live teachings from myself, as well as recordings, editing, and oh gosh, a whole bunch of really fun things that we're gonna do. Hopefully I'll be able to travel again really soon. Thank you for paying attention, and understand that it's about the journey. Give yourself a break. 2020 has been a brutal year. Love yourself, look at yourself in the mirror, and tell yourself that every single day we're going to try to be a little bit better than yesterday. Bye.
All right, let's give her a round of applause.
Is it clapping? Alex has a new tool. I can't hear it though, Alex.
I know, but they can hear it, and that's all that matters. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye, you guys.